This is a 2013 Volkswagen GTI, and the rear left window, the driver's side, has dropped. I think the regulator has failed. The motor seems to be okay. I got the original from one of the Volkswagen dealers. Here it is. This is the part number 5K4839461. Rear driver's side window regulator. I'm gonna replace it, and I think to start with, you gotta take this panel off, and I think 2 or 3 bolts, and you should be able to pull this off, and then we'll take a look. Use a plastic panel pry tool that doesn't crash, and gently take this panel off. That's the first step. It comes off like so, and luckily none of these clips are brittle, so okay for now. Just gently pull it off. There we go. So they almost always, except for a couple, these clips stayed in place. I think I have one. This one, no, I think they all are okay. Now that I have this plastic panel off, the next step is to get these Torx bolts off. You have P30, one here, the 2 here, and then the last one is down here. It's kind of hard to see, somewhere along this line, over there. There we go. 3 Torx 20 bolts, and then we should be able to pry this panel off from the top, and then disconnect the electrical connectors for the window, the speaker, and the light, the speaker over there. So, and then should be able to take the whole panel off. That's the next step. Once those 3 bolts are removed, here's the one that goes in the bottom, and these are the ones that go here and then here. Then the next step is to gently start prying up here, just tugging. It's a little difficult, but you have to gently keep pulling it, and then the whole thing pops off like so. Take a wider look, and then after that, all you have to do is lift them up. I think it sits on a channel here, so you have to just lift it up, and then there we go. And the connectors are here. I'm holding camera in one hand, and now I have to go disconnect these 2. I can already see this is off. That's for the door latch release. So off. I have the panel here for storage. Here you can see this is the motor. That seems to be okay. So we're gonna disconnect all these pins. I think a couple of them are, a few of them are rivets, so you need to drill them out. Before I remove, I want to make sure I capture the wire routing. Goes through here, comes around. I think this is where it comes from, the inside, behind the window regulator, and connects to the motor, and there's the connection to the speaker, and this is for the door panel switch, and this is also for door panel. And I think I can't remove this until I take the motor off. So that's my next step, and then these rivets need to be drilled. Others working on the 2013 GTI's window regulator, the rear driver's side, left side. Here's the door panel. Just started working on it. Secure the window regulator motor, T25 torques. One, this is the second one. And then here's the last one at the bottom. And all the 3 bolts removed. We have to just gently slide it out. Here we go. Here's the, just look at that. That's the regulator. Just totally came off. This is the wire. We got jammed here. It's supposed to be wound up in here. Before I go any further, just making sure this is the right fit. I mean, look at this. That's the regulator wiring inside. Look how it is on the outside. Somehow it got jammed and came out. This is how it's supposed to look. And this was made 10/5/2011. This one is 13/3/24. So basically means a day, month, March 24. And this one is May 2011. And I can't believe they have rivets to secure the speaker. I can't believe this simple cover doesn't come with the new unit. So this is the access hole to secure the window to this track. That's how it goes. But I have to transfer it from there to here. So to take this plastic, take a cutting plier, and then gently pull it up, and then they should come off. The same, and then you should be able to pull them out. Just as simple, without gripping too much. And next, should be able to pop them out. Now this should come off. I think I need something stronger. This works. Just hold at the edge, the cutting plier, like so. Oh, this one is a little difficult. Oops. Get this thing off. Yeah, there we go. Just pull. Let's try this one. There we go. It came off like that. Or I could end up getting new ones for this. This one is a little difficult. That's broken. So need a few more of this to put back, or I might use the new type of rivet that is removable, like a riv nuts. I have taken most of those plastic holes, and just need to drill 2. That one doesn't need to be 3. I think that's all. Just 3 rivets that needs to be drilled. Then I'll be able to take it off. So it's already loose. Okay. I'm gonna try drilling out this. These are aluminum, and then this is a 3/16 bit. Hopefully that's sufficient. I think that sounds like that's enough. Let's try. Let's try to take them off. I need to pry it a little bit more. Be back. The size higher, a little bigger bin, and I was able to pull the other one off. So, the second one. I think that's it. Get a small flat head and should come off. The other one came off easily. There we go. There we go. And one more, and then we can get the panel. So all the 3 rivets are out, and then should be able to. Something is holding it. I need to lift the window off. So it's off. Thing's still hooked up. Oh, it's holding. The regulator is completely off, but still the glass is connected. Here I have to disconnect that pin, the plastic pin, push it out, and then I should be able to get this thing off. Create some silicone lube on top of those plastic holders, and I was able to use a flathead to tap them. It fell inside. So now the window should move up. Use a pry bar to see if it moves up. Yep, there we go. It's up. Now secured by this gaffer tape. There we go. I have a tool that holds the window, but I couldn't find it, so I'm using the gaffer tape to hold it in place. And there we go. I'm going to clean all this and plastic. Here's one of the pieces. There's 2. I think I should be able to reuse them. There we go. Now time to put the new one back after I clean it. Later, I still have to drill and get the speakers out. And look at the mechanism. Plastic, and the wires are stripped. They're actually broken. Now this, I have the old window regulator. Look how it's broken here. This is all off. This is off. Just need to clean and put the new one in place. They chose to use a rivet even for speakers. Maybe for vibration dampening. Who knows? I drilled out the 4 rivets, and I'm going to use the rivnets in place of the rivets. So that will make it easier to remove and replace in the future. For the window regulator, Volkswagen uses this. It's called door trim push type retainers. For most of them, except for 3, let's take a closer look, and with some more light, this is the ones I drilled. There were rivets, 2, and then 1 here, 3. So I'm going to use this riv net and see if I can use a bolt screw in, converting the regular rivets into a riv net type rivet. So that's the, I'm going to try to do that for this one first, and then this is the riv net with the screws on like so. And this goes on like this, and this is a 4mm hex on the top. So you're supposed to hold this and then tighten it, and this will pull that in. So it goes on like this, and then let me get a like a wrench to hold that. I'll be back. I'm using M5, and to hold this is a 14 millimeter wrench, box end. And let's take a closer look, see how it works. It goes on like this. Let's hold it, and then let's see. Let's see. I think it's almost done. I think it's done. Let's take it. Can I unscrew this? Just reverse. That's it. Now we have a rivet ready to go. That's pretty cool. One done, and then to screw on, I think you get the M5. I don't know where the screws are. I found it. So this is the type. It's M5. It's 10 millimeter size. This is what I'm going to use to screw, and let's try that. I think this will work. That'll definitely. This is get one, and then all I have to do is, once the panel is on, I should be able to just screw on and hold it, and that way in the future you can remove it without having to worry about. There we go. It goes on like so. Here is a closer look. In the future, this can be removed without having the need to drill. So I'm going to do the other two, and then we'll take a look. After fighting for a while, I finally figured out that plastic peg right at the center, right there. I was trying to insert it from here, didn't work, so I pulled the glass out all the way. I took the regulator out, and then inserted that into the glass, and from the top I just held it like this, and I was able to slightly, kind of like with the force, put it down. It was able to get in there. If you look at the older one, and I had it installed in the glass and then pushed it down, and it snapped in place. I think that's the right way to install it. Now all I have to do is take this small one and then tap it in there, so that way it kind of secures it in place. After that, we can put this thing back together. Here is the new window regulator for this Volkswagen, and the speakers were connected using a rivet. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to use a riv nut, which is this. I already have one in place. I had to make these holes a little bigger, and all I have to do now is to put them in there and tap them in. It's kind of hard to, and all four of them, and I'm going to secure them, and I'm going to use a bolt, M5 bolt, to screw them in rather than the rivet, so the next time around be pretty easy to take them out. The speaker is secured with the riv nut and M5 bolts. This is how it looks now. It's secure. It's not going to vibrate. Ready to install the window into the regulator, and this is where it needs to go. So initially I had that glass going here and then trying to get this plastic pieces inserted through this hole. It was really difficult. Now I figured out I can mount it here, and I think this has the opening. I read it somewhere that you slam it in, it should open up. It should open up, and then this will slide in place. So that's what I'm going to do next. So now I was able to, I had the grommet, those two plastic pieces installed into the glass, and then held this against, and I couldn't record it, and pushed it, and was able to move it quickly, slam down. Now it's settled down, and now we are done. All I have to do now is to secure and test. That's the next step. Here is an easy way to put the Volkswagen window regulator. These are pin type retainers, and put them in place. Here's a plier, the flat side of that, right there, and then take a heavy hammer. And sometimes it goes in easy, sometimes it takes a couple of tries. Try again. There we go. Simple motion. There we go. So it may take a couple of tries, but that's been reliably working for me. I have if you harness properly, and before I final install, just to make sure it's working. Yes, it is working.